Hi, Linda. How you doing? Okay, so I want to look at what we have here, and first I want to do that by taking a look at the project requirements. Okay, because I see that what we have with your submission is this: you've got your logo and three different versions of your logo. So I'm that's all we have. Let me show you what we should have, and then we can take it from here. Plus, I want to talk about this a little bit too. So. Give me a couple minutes here so we can get this straight. So, anyways, here's what we have this week. You're supposed to create a multi-page PDF file of the week 3 portfolio items listed on your portfolio audit form from week 2, assignment 1. So if we go back to week 2, assignment 1, we're going to take a look at the portfolio audit form, which I conveniently have right here. And we're going to take a look at week 3. Now, since we're all digital design diploma candidates in this class, we're going to forget about this thumbnails and process book because that's not on our part of the list. So in conjunction with this list right here, you also have back in week 1, under this what to include, you have this digital design degree, and you need to download this and take a look at it because that will describe everything that we're looking for. And I have that open here for your convenience. So what we have here is with these 2 documents, we can tell what we need to be submitting this week. So let's take a look at our requirements. So these are our requirements for the digital design diploma. Okay, and you have to go through these, and this is why I'm saying that this corporate identity isn't part, even though it's listed on this requirements list, it's not, it's part of the associate's degree requirement. So you need to take a look at your digital diploma requirements to see it's not on there. However, what is due this week is web and digital media. Okay, and where am I getting that from? I'm going back to this and I'm looking at week 3. So in week 3, excluding corporate identity, we have web, digital media, and we have publication design. Okay, those are the only things due for week 3 is the web, digital media. That means a website. So let's go over here and take a look at what exactly those mean. Web and digital media means one functioning website, multi-window, minimum of 3 pages. It must be your design. So if you don't have this, if you don't have a URL, you should have some work saved from your Web 1 class where you did some designing. And that's all we really need. If you can take screenshots of those and present those, we're well on our way. That's all we really need. I understand completely if you don't have this as a functioning website through your AI sites or other. Publication design, annual report of publication design, and here are your requirements right here for these, okay? So that's what we need for this week, all right? I see what you have. I'm not real sure how you got to what you submitted, but let's go ahead and take a look at it. Okay, this is what you've submitted, and I want to talk about this a little bit, Linda. So here's what I want to talk about. It's time to really put it in high gear here because we're going to be done here before you know it. And one of the requirements for graduation is a completed portfolio. And I don't want you to fall behind because it could adversely affect some things. And we don't want that. So I'll work with you. I mean, I'll work with you personally. I mean, if you want to get with me, then we can work on this. But I'll keep giving you these critiques so we can try to get where we need to be. So the first thing I think that would be most important to do is really take a very, very close look at the project requirements for each of these assignments. Okay, they're really spelled out. If you have any issues or any difficulty understanding any of these steps and steps to success, please get with me. You can call me or Skype me or whatever you need to do. And I can explain those. I'll even make a video like this to explain it to you. So back to this. All right, let's talk about this piece itself. All right. Now, I understand that a fitness buff. This is like the third or fourth time that you've mentioned it. I get that, and I completely respect that. Completely. I'm at the gym at 5:30, 7 days a week without fail. Have been for the last 20 some years. So I get it. I don't know if I would mix it with my passion for graphic design though, because you're sending some mixed signals, and what you want to be in design, as you know, as a communicator, the most important thing to be is direct. Okay, so without being direct, we're convoluting, we're muddying the waters. Okay, this I don't think is direct because you're trying to say too many things. You're saying fitness graphic design, then you're saying you've got LS, and then you're saying that the L is shaped like a, excuse me, shaped like a bicep, and conceptually that's great. I think it's fine if it's maybe a business card for for your fitness company. That would be great. But as a graphic design logo, you've got a couple of ideas going very well. Is that, yes, you do want to use initials. You want to keep it as simple as possible. Again, I wouldn't mix your two passions together. Think about think about this. Okay, heavy metal guitar player, super passionate about guitar, also graphic designer. I know 1,000 designers who are also heavy metal guitar players. Anyways, so if you're gonna put your passion for heavy metal music presented with your passion for graphic design, that means you're going to be branding yourself as a heavy metal graphic designer. You see what I'm saying? So when you're out there trying to get jobs and you have something, this great gig come along for, I don't know, a wedding magazine, where you're doing layouts for a wedding magazine, it's a gig of a lifetime, right? So you send your work in and you're corralled into this, okay, the heavy metal guy is going to send his portfolio in, and the editors of the wedding magazine are going to go, wait a second, this is not going to fit our concept. That's why we try to be as neutral as possible when designing. Okay, so real quick, let's take a look at what we have. Okay, there's two parts for this assignment back from the Steps to Success. Part of it is that you're going to present 3 visual comps for your digital portfolio template that will house your portfolio work. That's the background pages, okay? And let me show you what this particular student did. And this particular student was gracious enough to let us borrow her work for visual. Okay, so here's what we have. Her visual comps are right here. Okay, so these are the 3 ideas that she has to move forward for the visual personality of her portfolio. There's one, and there's one. Okay, so what she did is move that forward with that over here, chose this one, and chose to present some work in this particular layout. So let's take a look. Okay, there's her business card, front and back. Okay, there's her web page, and I think and there's her publication design. Okay, these aren't final designs by any means. We worked a lot on these. We added titles, etc., and some other things, but you see what she's doing and where she's going. Okay, and that's what I want you to do. I want you to think about that type of layout where you're actually going to design the background pages and start presenting work. But I really want you to get, but yeah, get with me, Linda, because we gotta. I want to help you out here so we can get moving forward on this, because I think you got some really great stuff going, but I think that we need to start organizing it, and so that we can start thinking more towards the final presentation. Okay, thank you, Linda.